Most people are going to miss the biggest wealth transfer in history because they don't understand how money works. Anyone without a plan is going to regret it in 10 years when they're priced out of everything. Some topics to focus on so you're not left behind. Debt. Get out of debt unless you're using debt to make you money. Budgeting. Know how much you're going to spend every week, every month, every paycheck. Emergency funds. You need at least, me personally, you need at least 6 months of funds in your savings account in case anything happens. Inflation. How the stock market works. How banks take advantage of you. How to use banks to your advantage. If you are just borrowing money from banks, if you're leaving your money just in a bank to be loaned out to other people, they're taking advantage of you. They're using your money to make them money. We can use our debt and the bank to make us money. Now, real estate, and that goes into using debt to make you money. Digital assets, Bitcoin, which we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We've had some huge moves with Bitcoin. It's a scarce commodity. The importance of precious metals and the history of money. What happens to fiat currency over the long run? What's historically happened to other currencies over the long run? If you want to learn, there's no excuse. If you're reading this, you have access to the internet. You have all the information available to you. You have this guy. I suggest you follow him. I really enjoy his articles. If you have access, keep watching these videos. I go over new coins. I go over Ethereum, Bitcoin, what we think. We go over charts. Learn as much as you can right now before you're priced out of the market. Talking about being priced out, talking about the market. Now imagine you could buy Bitcoin around 15,000. The all-time high for this last bull run is 69,000. We've gone from this, you can see I haven't moved these lines. This is what we've been talking about. I was saying this looked weak. And what do? We came back just like we called it. We bounced off of the prior resistance that was made into support, and we've blown through this resistance line, okay? And what's going to happen, we actually had a huge candle. And now, honestly, if you look at the MACD and our volume, we have tons of potential to be able to push through the 25,000 range, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to either shove through this and come back to find support, or we're going to kind of consolidate here and then move on from there. But this is a massive candle. MACD is turning over. You can see it down here. And this is what we want to see when coming into resistance, okay? Let's scoot out a little bit. So you can see this is my resistance zone. It's hard to find it through these falling. So you come over here, we've tapped here, we tapped here, and then we're into this zone here. And it couldn't quite break it. That's what makes it resistance, okay? And then this is how we were finding prior. Look how many times this touched here, okay? And so that you know this is going to be our bottom. We had a little consolidation period. Now what we have to do is get through these prior resistance, this prior support. You know, there's tons of people that have purchased in around here, and once you start getting too far away, they're going to be starting taking profits, okay? And that's what we're watching. You could even follow your MACD. Look at this volume right here on your MACD to push through these resistance zones, okay? And that's what we're looking for. And you can see the MACD, the volume as we drop here. Now, real quick, let's look at the Ethereum chart. And so your Ethereum chart, I haven't done any charting on this. You can see we didn't even quite meet, this consolidation period is actually above our lows, which is good. That's a very good sign. Now what we're doing is we're hitting this resistance zone just like Bitcoin. Everything kind of follows together. And we're hitting a resistance zone for Ethereum. And you can see the same thing, MACD is coming up. We had a huge candle, but what we're doing is we're smacking into where we've already been. Ethereum's actually outperformed Bitcoin all through here. And so this is going to be your consolidation period right here. We had a small dip, which is actually a positive. And then now we're going to be moving back up to the upside. We're going to be moving with Bitcoin. But what this is what I like to buy into. Right? Consolidation, one last dip before we move up to the top. Let's go ahead and go over coin market cap. So we are at 1.11 trillion. That's a 6% increase in total market cap. Bitcoin over the 7 days gone up almost 8%, and that's 8% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up almost 3% 7 days, 6.25. We're back into the 1680 range. Bitcoin sitting at 24,500. BNB's back over 3. Cardano's again around the 40 cents. You're not going to see altcoins particularly have huge moves unless you have really positive news or it's been really beaten down until Bitcoin really starts running. What happens is with the halving, you have Bitcoin running and you have people taking profits and people taking those profits and putting them into altcoins like Polygon, BNB, Cardano, Solana, right? And so that's when you start to see these altcoins running. Now, if you weren't buying in to Polygon, you've really missed the boat because it was under $1. You're not going to see it back under $1 before people start putting money in. And so during this time, you're going to start seeing people here real quick. Let's jump over to the Polygon chart. Now look at this. You could have purchased Polygon at 31 cents. And now what happens is these consolidation periods are people buying in, but people taking profits. If you bought in at 31 cents and it runs up to $1 or 90 cents, you just tripled your money. You should be taking profits here and you let it consolidate and then you buy into some of these lows. Look, you could have bought into this low, sold out, bought into this low. That is the main premise behind your support and resistance. You have a arbitrary line where people are going to buy in at and people are going to take profits at. People are going to know, okay, Bitcoin keeps hitting 25,000, 24,000. I'm going to sell there. I'm going to take profits. I'm going to buy in at 15 and I'm going to sell at 25. People are buying in at 75 cents and they're going to be selling around the $1.40 mark, right? $1.50. People are buying at 31 cents, selling at 90 something cents. Tripling your money is never bad. Now, if you've been enjoying these videos, give them a like. It really helps the algorithm show my channels to other people. We're up to 63 subscribers, which is huge for me. And if you just want to keep learning and better yourself during the bear market, subscribe to my channel. We talk about charting. We talk about technical analysis. We go over what we think the Fed's going to do, what the coins are going to do in the future, and what projects are going to outperform others. So if you've enjoyed this, again, give it a like. Thank you.